Well, well, well. We've made it to our. Oh man, what are we at? We've got 2 hours and 10 minutes to go, so let's come up on the 10th hour, and the last 7 hours or so have been. They've been interesting. We can just say that. I think it's fair to say that. Interesting. Oh, what? Yeah, there we go. How's everybody doing? How's everybody made it to this point? We've seen a couple of GTPs go down since we clocked out earlier. We saw the number 24 BMW, and then the 01 Cadillac. That 01 Cadillac really looked like they were. They really looked like they were going to be some of the favorites for the lead. You have to think, and or for the win. They looked so strong, so strong. And they were looking good. We've seen some disappointing driving, I would say, in the LMP3s. I wouldn't say they've been. I wouldn't say that they've been. Hasn't been their best race. Um, We've seen some good racing from the in the GTD classes, especially in Pro. Cadillac Corvette has been through it. Yeah, I agree with you there, Stallion. Like it was a little bit rough to watch for a few hours there. It was like safety car after safety car after safety car, and that was a little tough to watch. It's interesting to see like the BMW and GTP has. It seemed like it's come on. It had come on for a little bit there at least, midway through the run. I wonder, do they have the fastest lap of the race now? I think that they might. No. The Cadillac has a 148.3. And the BMW ran just slower than that. So, like that, you know, GTP might have something in there. Wayne Taylor Racing in for. I would assume that there's. Actually, they might only have to do one more stop after this. I think they might be able to make it. Because the GTPs can go a lot longer than they used to before. Some certified dentist moments, yes. Yeah, that moment unlapping himself under that full course yellow was yeah, it wasn't exactly great to see. It wasn't great to see. Was not thrilled to see that. That's a little bit more than just a tough one. That you can't make those mistakes. I know it was a mistake. You didn't mean to do it intentionally, but like you can't do that. Bad luck. Bad luck. I'm At least they're focusing in on this GTD Pro battle. It's been the since the night has flipped over, that Mercedes was so fast during the day. And it seems like Faf have that car in a better spot as it's flipped over tonight. LMP3 be LMP3 in. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, there was that moment too with the 31, the Action Express Racing entry. Yeah, it was a rough one too. That was it was a tough that was a tough one for the 31. But 31, they've recovered nicely. How far back are they right now? They had a they had to box earlier than everybody else, but I think their strategy is a little something. No, Corvette apparently is not a lap down anymore. I think they unlapped themselves. I think actually all of the GTD pros are on the same lap now. All six of them. Wait, there was more than six, weren't there? Yeah, there was the Heart of Racing, the 23 that's 6 laps down. But yeah, Corvette, they're gonna have to box again soon though. But they've been really strong. So if I mean, chances are we're probably gonna see a full course yellow before they end. But I think the BMW has a smaller operational window. They always seem to keep up for some laps and then fall off. Yeah, that could be it. Yeah. I mean, it's also important to remember with them that I think they, at least along with Acura, I think actually BMW had the least amount of testing going into the Rolex, and we know the problems that they had at the Rolex. This is a big step forward for them. I think they have respectable pace. They had both of them had respectable pace. Both earlier in the race and they've carried it through. They are so much closer to the rest of the pack than they were at the Rolex. So, and and even still with the issue that they had an issue at the 6.5 hour mark, whatever the issue was with that 24 with the 24, whatever the issue was there. That was at the 6.5 hour mark of the race. There's only one race left on the calendar on the schedule after this that goes longer than 6 hours, and that's the last race of the season. So I think they're gonna have plenty of time to work out some of the reliability issues, and I think that I think they're gonna be just fine. They'll be fine if they keep taking some steps forward as the season goes along. Whoa. Oh, this is actually a really good illustration of just how slow the GTPs are with cold tires. Like the the Porsche, the number 7, I think that is, almost got passed. Was going to get passed by an LMP3 through corners. And the LMP3 almost got into the back of him. Like, honestly, I don't necessarily blame the LMP3. I wouldn't have expected that the GTP to be that slow, you know? It might be an eye-opening moment for some. There might be some eye-opening moments for some of them tonight. And I don't know, has anybody heard if there's any rain that's potentially scheduled? Colin Braun out of the 60. That's got to be Blomqvist going in. It is. Blomqvist in for the run to the finish. That should be it's probably a wise decision. Blomqvist is a pretty quick driver. Oh yeah, the McLaren is running in third in GTD as well. That new McLaren, the Evo. What's the difference between GTD Pro and GTD Am? Cars are the same. If you see a Mercedes that's running in GTD Pro, it's the exact same as running in regular GTD. The only difference is GTD Pro has an unrestricted driver lineup, whereas in GTD, um, you have you can only have a maximum of, I think, one gold driver. I don't know. I don't remember if it's one gold or platinum. I think it's one gold. Um, so it's all about the drivers. It's meant to be a pro am category. So you'll often see lots of silver drivers running in GTD, and bronze drivers as well. I don't think there's a bronze driver mandate though. It might be a bronze or a silver under a certain amount. Yep, my number 9. Got that it's behind the chair right now, but that the Rolex winning the 2022 Rolex winning Porsche. Commentators, they've been saying the whole day that there will be no rain. Okay. I know that I heard them saying that there was they were still saying that there was a chance of rain at least. So I was like, yeah. Could it still come up? Imagine that final hour we get some drizzle. Although with the driving standards, what they've been this race, it's the driving standards might not it might not bode too well, you know. I have I have a very tired dog that has joined me to watch the end of the race, or at least a couple moments of it, and she's gone. It's a battle of the Lexus. What would you call multiple Lexus? Because they're not Lexuses. Are they Lexi? Where is that other one running? They're running third in GTD Pro. Oh, they're running a little down there in GTD, aren't they? Yeah. Well, they just made a pit stop, though, actually, so it's not really a fair comparison. Hates New Atlanta. Off topic. Yeah, I don't know if I'm yeah, I've only I mean I think I only watched one of the races last year. But I don't know. I'll save my judgment for tomorrow. I'll save my judgment for tomorrow. Hmm. So the 25 and the 31 are a little bit off on strategy. Ugh. It's going to be difficult for them. They really need a full course yellow. Yeah, I'm going to reserve my judgment on New Atlanta until after tomorrow. I think it's only fair to give it a got to give it a fair shot. I saw some tweets, I think, about the race that happened tonight, so don't know, yeah, not maybe not exactly the best, you know. Oh wait, actually, the Xfinity and Truck Series both set new Atlanta track records today for cautions in their respective series. Hopefully that doesn't carry through till tomorrow. Yep. Oh, the gap has closed in GTD. How did that happen? Both of them are right about to make pit stops, but the Heart of Racing number 27 has really closed in on the Korthoff Mercedes. Yeah, the bar on the screen is mostly yellow. Yeah, no kidding. Big C, that's a really good point. Tower, they went into it looked like they went into that wall a little bit more harder than I thought. The fact that they're out there and running in second right now is pretty surprising. Sporting the home team faff, yep. John, um there's been some really good battles in GTP. GTP, especially the first half of this race, it's died down a little bit the last few hours. But there have been a lot of really good battles in GTP. GTD Pro, I mean, what can you say about it? Like it's been a lot of fun to watch. It's been a ever since it's come into the series. I think it's hard to find a race that hasn't been good. GTD has been fine. LMP3 has had some good battles at times. They're a little bit spread out now. Hello. Um, and then LMP3 has been the LMP3 hasn't been too great. You know, like at Daytona, I'll give them credit. I think, you know, they suffered from lots of reliability issues at Daytona. But the driving standards overall, I think, were pretty good at the Rolex. This year, or this at Sebring, it's like back to normal. Hey, don't lick the mic. um, you're impressed with how the Porsche GTP has bounced back from Daytona. Yeah. Yeah, they have bounced back nicely in this one. Although I will say, I think it's the number 6 GTP. They have been a little. I've seen a lot of there's been a lot of aggressive moves. They've been smashing their way through the field at times. They also got smashed into by an LMP3. I think it was the 6. But I think, yeah, they were smashing their way through the field pretty good. Um, yeah. So, Mark, the Iron Dames, and Iron Lynx, they are being brought in to run the Lamborghini GT or LMDH program starting next year. So that's why that they're running Lamborghinis, both of those programs. Yeah, that's why they switched away from the Porsches to go to Lamborghinis, because they're going to be running the factory program next year. And then WeatherTech, um, I actually think that program is because it has to do with a dealership that they own, I think. I think that's the program that owns like a dealership up in, I don't know, somewhere in the northern US. I want to say Minneapolis, but they own, I think it's a Mercedes dealership or something up there. And that's why they're running Mercedes. Because I know what you're saying. They have run Porsches in the past. But I think that was more the Proton side of it. They also have a Ferrari. I mean, Cooper McNeil's run a Ferrari in Ferrari Challenge, so they have a Ferrari as well. And but they ran the Mercedes for the majority of last year as well, when we know that Porsche was very strong. Yeah, I do think. I think overall the BOP has been well adjusted. It looks like the Lamborghini is still slow. It's been hard to say about the Ferrari because there's not that many of them. Um, and I think they've run into some incidents. A, of course, is 7 laps down, and then the 023 is out of the race. So LMP3 drivers should not be allowed in the Enduros. I wonder if we're going to see... The more I think about it, I wonder if they could be switched to a Sprint Cup only. Like they only join them for the Sprint Cup races. Yeah, I know WeatherTech is out of Chicago, but they own a Mercedes dealership somewhere. Checkers and Wreckers in Xfinity. It sounds like that's just the way that Atlanta's going to be right now. Oh. Number 27, Heart of Racing, who's leading GTDs coming in. No, so they weren't leading, I don't think. No, they were behind the Mercedes in that. Jez Gear, the final hour and 50 minutes. One of the things that I think the BMW teams were BMW teams in GTD and GTD Pro, they were reporting that their brake, at least the Paul Miller Racing BMW was reporting this, they were having some brake problems earlier. That brake pedal was getting a little long, and it's apparently something that's plagued that BMW a little bit over the lifespan of that. So. Whoa. That was a close call for, I think it's on with the leading Wayne Taylor Racing Acura. Almost had one of the GTDs come and make contact. I don't know enough about the brake-by-wire to don't know enough about it to talk confidently about it. I think there was somebody on earlier that was talking about it. But it's new. It's new with the introduction of the hybrid, I believe. I believe that it's just for that GTP class. It was a little hairy. I was gonna say, wow, the lap times have really dropped off for the GTPs, but I was looking at LMP3 lap times. Yeah, it's part of the energy harvesting. Yeah, and I think it's on the rear axle of these cars. Corvette has been looking good. The problem is Corvette is so far back of the lead. The Porsche Penske's, well, the number 7's looking good. The number 6 is a lap down right now, is what it's showing. No, I don't know if they're a lap down. But the number 7 is 24 seconds back of the Wayne Taylor Racing Acura. And the Tower car is also about 25 seconds back of the class leader. The Tower car has had an eventful race. They had a pretty good wreck They had a pretty good wreck. And on the exit of turn one, I think it was Kiffin Simpson dropped the right side tires off the edge of the curb and kind of onto the dirt, and then just lost it. And they tore that car up pretty good, but apparently it was just cosmetic. They replaced the front clip and the rear clip and got it back out there, and they got their way back up there. Tower car seems to always have an eventful race. Yeah, plus 24. Yeah, 20. Just 24 seconds back. That's not. Whoa! There's a freaking tire. The number 60 had a tire come off. Don't have to worry about tire pressure manipulation when you're missing a tire. That has to be a full course yellow. That is, like, you can't just have a tire sitting, even if it's just sitting at the side of the road. I don't know. Well, that's Meyershank Racing's. That's their race done. They'll be able to make it back, and if they don't absolutely destroy the. Wow! Oh, they're stopping. We're gonna have a full course yellow. Full course yellow, for sure. Let's just wait for the IMSA timing to pop up with that, but yeah. They left it for the whole 40-minute race in Porsche Cup. No full course yellow yet. That's also, I'm wondering what happened? Like, did anything come off with the tire, or because the 60 has been on track for 18 minutes since their pit stop. So something has happened. An hour and 40 left. Yeah, there's definitely going to be a full course yellow. You got to think something broke. We got like everybody coming into the pits. I don't think the 25 came in though. The BMW is leading the race right now. In GTP, there hasn't been still no full course yellow. Oh, yeah, like pit lane is a busy place. Hope none of the pit crew guys and gals were using the facilities when this has happened. Okay, so 31's pitting. Alexander Sims is getting out. I assume Pipo is probably getting in. And full course yellow. Oh, full course yellow. Full course yellow. The Porsches split their strategy, apparently. One of them stayed out. Oh. About 10 minutes left in the race. Car spun. Yeah, you're right. They don't just lose the wheel very often. I finished the Rush essay. That's good. Yeah, you're right, Mark. Not until everybody goes by pit road, especially yeah in a situation like that where it's just the car is sitting there. Although it's not in exactly the safest spot. When did the Porsche last pit? Um, the number 7 just boxed. The number 6 boxed about 25 minutes ago. So they were a little bit under halfway through a stint. Everybody has to make one more pit stop, except actually the BMW is gonna have to come down here and make a stop. So I guess that maybe just to calculate it, like I don't know, maybe I don't know why they didn't bring him in. Vet back in it. What happened to him? The vet, they had a rear, I think it was the left rear damper broke. So they lost a lap. They came in to fix it under full course yellow, and they lost a lap when they were swapping that out. I think it was a damper. Because I think it was, they were interviewing, who was the driver at the time? Tommy Milner. They were interviewing Tommy Milner, and yeah. Yeah, I'll still mispronounce Porsche from time to time. So I think everybody can probably make it boxing. Poor quality GM parts with the left rear shock. I don't know if they got that part swapped out. I think that Corvette's gotta be the favorite to still win Pro GTD Pro. So Nick Yaloli might be getting in the car for BMW. Look, I'm just gonna say, uh, every single manufacturer is still in this race, and I think has a legitimate. They have a legitimate bullet that they could win this with. Look, BMW has the second. They've put down the second fastest lap in this race. It's the nighttime now. It's completely different than it was earlier. I don't know. I think I think that there's a middle ground between the two rule sets that would be good. I really liked the full or the like the it's an F1 term, but like the virtual safety car procedure that the WEC has, like Rule 60, whatever it's actually called. But you know where they're just running the delta time around the track, um, and it would be for small stuff like if there was a debris full course yellow from earlier where there was like one chunk of debris that was on track. It's like that perfect time to deploy it there. This instance, this needs to be a full course yellow here because the Meyershank racing car, like I mean they need to get a tow truck to bring it back. Um, and yeah, I think that like that virtual safety car procedure would be great to bring into uh to IMSA. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't think they call it the virtual safety car though. It's like rule 60 or something. But I like the wave around rules in IMSA, um, because I don't know, it encourages more racing at the end. It encourages more racing at the end. And after the end of the WEC race that we saw yesterday, it wasn't very eventful. Yeah. Code 60. Yes. Yeah, at Le Mans when they have the three different track sections, that can get interesting. Although, yeah, that can be rough. Yeah, nobody wants to see Toyota lead by 2 laps. I mean, the Corvette won by 2 laps as well. You literally had two of the three classes won by more than 2 laps or 2 laps. Yeah, the wave around. Okay, they're doing the pass around now. This should be a relatively quick full course yellow. Come on, we need some light on that left rear tire or wheel, please. Axle. Will Ferrari do better in the World Endurance Championship than their F1 car? I mean, they kind of did Ferrari things yesterday, didn't they? Where they showed good pace in qualifying, got pole, and then race rolled around. And I mean, to be fair, I think that's a pretty new. I feel like a lot of the team members are. It's a new team, right? I think because I don't think that's run. Is that run by AF Corsa or whatever their world, whatever their GTE program name was? Regardless, I mean, it was the first race for them. Like they're Toyota was gonna make them look silly probably in the end, anyways. But I do think they probably do a little bit better than the F1 team. I don't know though. Yeah, it can be rough at Le Mans if you lose. Yeah, like 2/3 of a lap. If you come out, oh, whoa. If you come out just, it looks like the wheel just the nut maybe just came off, or did it shear off? AF Corsa, yeah. It is a good looking car. It is a good looking car. And I agree that the Corvette program in the World Endurance Championship is amusing. You know what? I'm glad that it's running in it though. It's good to see them run in it. Yeah. The last kick at the can for that GTE car. I think Garage 56 should enter a full season of WEC. They couldn't. I don't think they could. I think that's just. I don't think they could. It would be interesting to see that beast, run at like Fuji and Spa. Oh my god! Imagine seeing that thing run at Spa. Code 60 virtual safety car. Yeah, for debris and stalled car situations. Yep, I agree. Yep, yep. Anything more than that, yeah, deploy the safety car. But I think even if it might not save a ton of it might not save a ton of full course yellows, but if you save, even if it's especially in like if you look at like a 24-hour race or something, you can definitely save at least one or two, at least two full course yellows in that race. Um, oh, you got to see it at Daytona. That's pretty awesome. No, no, no. I want to see. I want to see the Corvette finish. I want to see the Corvette finish, or oh, the Garage 56 one, not finish every race. It's a better open up in case the NASCAR drivers split. Yeah, just imagine that you essentially see you're watching a NASCAR stock car go up through Radion and like Eau Rouge, Radion, like oh my god. The Mustangs are coming next year as well. There's going to be the new Corvette GT3 car. There's going to be um you're going to have the new Mustangs. Yep. They can be unnecessarily long. 100% agree with that. Wait, the 31 stayed out? No. No, Jack Aitken came in. It's everybody but Felipe Albuquerque, who they were they dove into the pits. Yeah. Oh. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, I mean, we'll see for that Garage 56. If they did indeed complete a 24-hour test at Sebring, then I mean, if you can do a 24-hour test at Sebring, I think you can survive a 24-hour race anywhere. Um, I think it's going to be really interesting to see how that like intermingles with other cars because the thing is going to be so fast down the straights and then so horrendous in the corners. Have they confirmed? Have they confirmed a Supra GT3? Or do they just run those in Super GT? Those aren't even GT3s. I guess they might have a class of them. Oh no, is something up with this Beamer? Are they replacing the brakes? They're replacing a brake. What? Interesting. Yeah, they are. Yeah, remember what I said about every manufacturer having a car in the hunt now? I don't know. Oh, are they changing pads? Yeah. Yeah, the Lambo LMTH should be good. They have to supply customer cars, true, just like the Corvette has to, and the Mustang, and all of them, really. Yeah, test. You're right. Test does not equal race. Yeah, they're gonna lose. They're definitely losing a lap. Safety car's about to go into tower, and they're right. They should be right close to the end of the pit lane. Oh, They might be blocking Corvette's pit entry. Oh, there goes BMW's chances. Okay. 3 of the 4 manufacturers still have a shot. Now GT pit stops. I'm a tech at a Toyota dealer. I can't do a brake swap that fast. Yeah, there will be customer cars, customer Corvettes. They have to have customer Corvettes, um, in order to have a GT3 homologated vehicle. Oh. The 14 Lexus might get a penalty. Okay, you know what? Corvette, like Corvette's not gonna really lose any spots out of this because they're gonna be back on the lead lap. Um, they probably weren't going to gain spots on pit road, anyways. So this is still good. It sucks for Corvettes, but this full course yellow is the only way that they were going to be able to be in contention to win this race. It sucks, but they're right back up there with everybody else now. Right back up there with everybody else. So we're still going to have a minute left here. Okay. I'm going to be back in just a sec. Don't get lost. I didn't get lost. I'm watching bowling in the background. You're watching bowling in the background. And this guy's name is Stu. His nickname is Beef Stew. Oh God. Don't call me Beef Stew, please. Please don't. Maybe Jimmy replaced with an F1 driver not driving this year. I guess I could, if there was anybody on that team that I could see being replaced, it probably would it be Jimmy? Yeah, yeah. I mean, Jensen Button is there to try and appeal to the F1 crowd, I think. Apologize for my cheesy joke. I don't know. I feel like they need to have a NASCAR driver in it. And Jimmy makes a lot of sense because he's obviously one of the winningest drivers championship wise. Oh, that's what's on after the NASCAR race. He is a 24-hour curse. At least we don't have to see him. We don't have to see him spin twice. Yeah, this Sebring. Or was it Quali at least? Quali ended in the race last year, something like that. I assume you're asking Alex if he's from Wisconsin. A stuffy car feels. Nah, he knows how to stock car feels. Oh yeah, the famous "Who do you think you are? I am." Yeah, I mean, what did they just say about Bill Oberlin? Oh, Bill Oberlin is. Oh, they're a lap down. Oh, actually, you know what the biggest killer is for Corvette there? Is because there's no class split for GTD and GTD Pro. There's no class split, so they literally have to pass like 15 cars ish. I think I was just going to say that, Mark. Coda is going to be interesting. Coda is going to be very interesting to watch. You got a cousin who's a semi-pro bowler. Jeez. And we're back to green. And the classic night shot of just all the headlights just flashing at you. This is going to be a tiptoeing few laps, I think. Coda will make up for Atlanta. As long as it doesn't rain in Coda like it did a couple years ago, then it'll just look, all the hype for that race will just be down the tubes. Ooh. Is that Aitken going for it? I'm surprised that they're leaving Aitken in for the finish of this. Oh, is that the BMW that's in front of them all right now? No. Oh, it's a 10. Oh, Porsches are 3 wide back there. Goodness gracious. I think that was the Corvette navigating through all of the GTD Porsches. Whew. Yeah, they NASCAR they do have rain tires, but it was not a good race at Coda. It was not good. Man, this there are a lot of cars who have taken a beating. Oh my god. That number 12 Lexus almost almost lost it coming onto the Ullman Straight and took the Corvette with it. That would not have, there would have been a lot of people that would be upset with that. With Road America being repaved, I wonder how the racing will be there. Was Road America one of those tracks before? That was one of the ones that would destroy the tires, I think, right? Oh, that's going to be another full course yellow, right? Rick Ware Racing. They're they're playing in the sand. I think they're going to be beached. Oh yeah, is that the exit of turn 1? They have a headlight that's just hanging off. Oh. The number 30 LMP3, we got a full course yellow. The number 30 was the second place LMP3 car. Oh yeah, this will be a short yellow at least. There's no wave rounds, so. Okay, Rick Ware Racing. Oh my. But what happened to? Oh my. The tire. The LMP3 hit the tire because the Rick Ware Racing car lost a tire. That's. Oh my god. That can't happen. That is. That's so unfortunate. They're talking about how he couldn't. It wasn't. He couldn't have avoided it. Like it's nighttime. It's yeah. That is so unfortunate. That yeah. That's not that. Whoa. I mean, thankfully, where did that tire go after it hit the car? Like, the tire came off. It got in the trench. It got in the trench on the exit of. I hope that I hope that tire didn't go over the concrete, the like the guardrail. That's the other scary thing is like as soon as that tire hits another car, like where does it go? Yeah, well, yeah, the Acura team lost the tire too. Lost their lost the tire earlier in the race. That's ugh. Ugh. Starting to look like a NASCAR race from last year. Yep. Oh, there's the tire. So it didn't actually leave the. Hmm. Selby. I wonder how far up the running. A Corvette made it. Ice racing. I know some guys that used to do some ice racing. Never been to an ice race, but I think that would be pretty wild. That'd be pretty cool. Isn't was Euro NASCAR? Weren't they doing an ice race? I feel like Euro NASCAR did an ice race or something like that. Well, so Rick Ware Racing is out in LMP2. It's not too many LMP2s that are still kicking. It's a 4-horse race. Four-horse race there, 4-horse race in GTP, 2-horse race now in LMP3. We have a six cars on the lead lap in GTD Pro. And then GTD has a good gaggle of them. 12? 10? Maybe 11. Oh, no, I think it might be 12. 11 or 12. 11 or 12. Oh, the International Ice Race. That's pretty cool. International. Wait, what's... That's pretty cool. That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, all the ones that I knew, they did it over in Quebec, in Canada. Oh, because the number 10 didn't top off your right. Yeah, every lap isn't going to help them. But can anybody make it to the end? I don't think anybody. Yeah, I don't know. Man, that's a tough one. I feel for BMW there. They had to do that brake change and went a lap down. Oh, that's actually I just saw on Twitter the number 91 Porsche that's running in second right now in the GTD class. They had a 4-minute penalty earlier on in the race because they took an improper wave around. Update, Stu lost. Stu lost. No, Stu was just reading the Twitters. The Twitters. I'm from I'm right near, basically like near Buffalo. I'm in Toronto. Okay, actually no, everybody knows, well, not everybody knows where Toronto is. I'm in Toronto. Um just on the other side of the lake. Yeah, everybody needs one more I I think, yeah, everybody should need one more stop. I wonder if you might see somebody try and like chance it. Actually, you know who the one team might be that doesn't need to stop again is BMW and that number 25, but they're not going to get a lap. Uh Oh, Stu Stu lost the bowling match. Okay, okay, okay. This oh man, it could be a wild little end to this race if they go green, which I think they're fixing barriers, the tires. Honestly, that's part of the problem with Sebring. That's part of the problem with Sebring is that the tires like the tires take so long for them to fix up and get back to and get back put them back in position. They're showing the turn 4, the palm tree people. Yeah, yeah, everybody's probably gonna have to box again. I mean, yeah, yeah. They only had what, 1 or 2 laps under green, but yeah, no green white checkers. That's for sure. Green white checkers would, yeah, nuh-uh, nuh-uh. Oh, 1 hour to go. An hour and 3 minutes. Well, if you see, oh, is that the car that's being pulled away? No, no, they already pulled the car away. They're still just fixing tires. Oh, they're hauling tires away. What? Glickenhaus gonna sneak on track with 30 minutes to go. Yeah, you just see them sneak on track for a couple laps, you know? Why not? Why not? Is Grosjean in the car right now? No, he is not. It is Jordan Pepper. Gilkenhaus had a rough go at it yesterday. Rough go of it yesterday. Are they going to open the pits? Is that what I'm hearing? No. They've already commenced the class split. They've already done the class split. Car number 30 has officially retired. Car number 30 was the LMP3 that was caught up in that. Is that JR3? Yeah, JR3. Meyershank has not officially withdrawn yet. They're priming him for the Lambo ride. Yes, they are. Yeah, they're priming Grosjean for the Lambo GTP ride. Will they run? Will they run him? I mean, if he's running IndyCar, they probably just keep him in IMSA for the Endurance Cup. Yeah, short yellow. They sometimes they'll if it's a long full course yellow. No, lights are out on the pace car, the safety car. Some they'll upgrade it from a short yellow to a regular one sometimes. Hello, Nico. Dropping in at a good time. We got an hour of racing. Just under 59 minutes to go. Let's go. Oh, where did the six come from? The six got their lap back, eh? I thought, no, they were a lap down a while ago, I think. Maybe I'm just losing my mind. 73 cars at Daytona would be nuts. Uh-oh. A penalty for the number 7 working outside the pit box. Drive-through penalty. P2, that Porsche in second. Drive-through penalty. And Shea Adam is saying it was about 2 feet. Yikes. Yikes. That's a tough one. Can't make mistakes like that with an hour to go. If you're going to make that mistake, you got to make that early in the race. Woof. Interesting. And then they let the 6 go. I wonder if the 7's going to try and back up the Cadillac before he comes into pit. I wonder. $90 cars at Road America? Holy moly. That's insane. Oh, they're rubbing. Oh, and there goes the 6. Porsche to the lead. There was some rubbing going on there, though. Oh, there he goes up the inside, Albuquerque. He forces the Albuquerque's got to give that back. He forced him off. He forced him off. He's got to give that back. I don't know what IMSA has rule-wise to... Oh, and we got another car in the wall, and that's a Lamborghini. You can get that moving. I don't know. That might be beached. That's the 78 that's off. And it has reverse. All right. Come on. Back it up. Go split screen IMSA TV. Show us the battle for the lead and the car in the wall, please. I can't believe that they survived. That those two leaders. Heart of Racing is boxed. We got cars pitting. WeatherTech Racing number 79 is in. Heart of Racing Aston Martin has boxed. So we got some cars that are trying to take advantage of this. The Iron Dames 83. New tires. We got... Yeah. Anybody else? Any other takers? GTPs are coming around now. Will any of them dive in? No. They all stay out. Oh, no. The number 7 and the number 31 have both boxed. So the 7... Oh, the 7 Porsche, that's the drive-through. So Jack 8... The 31 Cadillac is coming in. So that means... Oh, man. If that full course caution came out... That would be a big play. Yeah, they can make it from here for sure. Inside of 55 minutes. Is it just fuel? Looks like just fuel. Yep. The vet is back in the mix as well. You're right. They're up to 4th in class. What's wrong with the 31? Are they waiting for it to regen power? Full course yellow. Full course yellow. Pits are closed. So that's going to be another... Is that another short yellow? Or... Like, it's within the, like, 15 minutes or whatever of the other yellow. So it should be a quick yellow, yeah. I am surprised that they didn't take tires, but in the nighttime, like the tire drop off is going to be that bad. And when would that car have boxed? They would have only boxed I don't know, half an hour or so ago. Yeah, 31. The 7 did not take fuel there, though. They were serving that drive-through penalty. So the 7, that was huge for the 7 because it means that they get to at least stay in contention. That's huge for the 31. And it's also huge for some of the GTD cars that came in. The number 27 Heart of Racing Aston Martin got in. Um, so did the Korthoff Mercedes. It looks like the Wright Motorsports, the Volt Racing number 77 was in. Iron Dames came in. Yeah, they've double stinted in the heat, so you would think that those tires should be able to hold up a lot better. Um, they should be able to hold up a lot better in the cooler conditions. I mean, it's not cold in Sebring right now, but where's Era running? Era's they're 4 laps down. That's a rough. It's a rough one. Yeah, GTD can go about an hour. The GTD cars should still be able to double stint though. But I mean, the Heart of Racing Aston, they took tires on that pit stop as well. I'm pretty sure. I still have their onboard up, and I think they took tires. Man, there are a lot of fans up against the fence here. All right, so we'll wait a few more minutes and then go back green. Scott McLaughlin came in for Tower Motorsports and took tires and fuel. He's the only one in that class that was able to do that. That's a big advantage. Willie, if you go to, there's a link in the description, IMSA TV. Even though you might not be able to watch the broadcast, you should be able to watch the onboards, and they have the BMW GTP is going to be down, but they have the number 10 Acura, the number, is that it? Oh, because the Cadillac is also out. Wait, did they? I thought they had a Porsche as well. They for sure have the Acura GTP. Otherwise, it's a lot of GTDs. Or GTD Pros. Yeah, I guess the IMSA app also has it as well. The IMSA app or IMSA TV has has onboards, and you should be able to watch those. There's no, I don't think there's any geo restrictions on those. They won't let us walk the fence at Daytona anymore. Oh, they have to have a gap between it. All right. Is it? Is this a confirmed short yellow? Has the class split started yet? No, they've opened the pits. Pits are open. Pits are open for prototype. Oh, they did in the... Yeah. Yep. That makes sense. Yeah, there's been some bad accidents with the NASCARs going up into the catch fence there, so... Smoke break. And here they come. You think any of these... You think any of the GTPs take tires? Because you got to remember, too, you got to get the tires up to temp. Like, I think it's going to be just fuel. Oh, yep. Those are... Okay, scuffs going on to the number 6. Scuffs going on to the number 10 as well. So the Porsche got out ahead. Wait. Is the 60 back in it? No. There's 2 Acuras. Who's that? Is that the 60 Meyer Shank Acura? I think it is. Yeah, the 60 is back out there. I was like, why am I seeing 2 2 things? Oh, yeah. Era Motorsports is back on the lead lap now, apparently. Cautions breed cautions. Yep. Are we watching... from what I heard about the Atlanta race, the NASCAR Atlanta races, are we watching like a carry through of that? Hmm. Oh, I bet so. Yaloli and the BMW probably took the wave around, right? Because they have nothing to lose at this point. Think they're going to try and go to the end with Nazar? Well, but he can't make it to the end. He has to... Even though on the timing it says his last pit stop was like 11 minutes ago, he's going to have to come and get fuel. Because he was serving a drive-through penalty last time he came down. So... In the stands at turn 17. Not much of a sunset left, but let's hope they can stay clean till the end. Like can Nazar go to the end? Because I feel like the last time he came in, or I don't know, or did they sneak him in before the full course yellow came out? I don't know. No, he served that penalty. Commence final wave by. So the BMW is going to be right on the rear. They're hoping for a... Yeah, the 7 will need fuel. Okay, thank you. I'm like, So every manufacturer has a bullet still left in the fight. Which I'm sure if... I wouldn't have necessarily thought that BMW would still be in the fight at the end of this thing. Okay, so what do we got for battle-wise? GTP, we got a 5-car battle. LMP2, we have a 5-car battle. LMP3, what has gone on here? Okay, there's only one car on the lead lap now, and it's the number 74, apparently. Although there might be wave arounds there. I don't know. Are there wave arounds? I feel like that's incorrect. GTD Pro, it's a 6-car fight. There are a lot of cars in this in GTD. I think 11. I agree that BMW is the surprise of the race. Can you explain why the 9 and 14 didn't pit? The number... I don't know why FAF didn't pit. That's a good question. I do not know why those two did not pit. I don't know why. It says that FAF... I think they missed a FAF pit stop because it says they haven't come in an hour and 15 minutes. And I know we've had 3 full course. Well, I don't know. Nazar's coming in. So this is what I thought. I thought that... So Nazar's going to come in and take the fuel. These are brand new tires, not even scuffs. I don't think you're missing anything, unless if... Okay, there's a... I don't know what's going on. Why wouldn't Faf have Box there and also Vassar Sullivan? Vassar Sullivan might be able to make it to the end. I guess like the 363, 79, and 62 can all make it. Yeah, for sure they can all make it. But I don't know why the 14 and the 9, I think the 14 can make it. Because there's been so many full course yellows. So I think it's just a question of like this FAF unless if it didn't register a pit stop. That's the only thing that I can think of. Like maybe it didn't register a stop, but stop just before green to determine if they're going to take tires, yeah. Ooh. So 31 leads. I don't know what you mean by I can't see the full course yellow screen. That I'm... Yeah, there seems to be some confusion as to why the 9 didn't pit. Did the GT pits ever... Yeah, the GT pits had to have opened. I wish I could scroll through this faster. Pits open for GT. Well, we're going back green. And we're going to have a 30-minute sprint. Timing's a little bit messed up right now. Like it says that the second place LMP3 is 8 laps behind the leader, which is incorrect. So I don't know. There might be just something going on there. There might be something going on there. All right, who we got winning this? Everybody's pretty much on even terms. Oh, Jack Aiken looks slow getting this thing up to speed. I'm really surprised they didn't put Peepo in, but... Oh, the crossover move! And there goes through Gemini. But don't look now. Albuquerque's right there as well. Oh! Albuquerque left. Okay, you could see it. Oh, I might have had the Race control. Oh no, the 27. Oh, they're 3 wide. 3 wide Porsche. Acura. Is this a photo opportunity? And Gemini backs out of it, but then does the crossover. Oh my god. Nazar got by. Oh, that was with Nazar. What happened to the 27, the heart of racing? I swear, if they lost a tire, did they get going? They must have. Something happened to the Corvette as well. You're right. I wouldn't. Oh, the 27 is got. They got run into or they ran into somebody. What happened? The good thing is the onboards are so far behind, especially at least the like I said, I have the onboard for the 27 up. Oh, they're going to show it. Oh, the Corvette had something happen and they must have run into him. Oh. Oh. Lamborghini. That's tough. They should be able to limp. He should be able to limp that thing around. Oh. The car is stopped. Car is stopped at turn 15, it looks like, based on the map. Don't go yellow. I think the 27 is stopped somewhere. No full course yellow yet, though. I wonder if it's in a safe enough spot, because that's right where it stopped. Looks like it's right around where the original WEC pit lane entry was for the weekend. So I wonder if he was able to just get it onto the WEC pit lane, and he's like, "This is done." Okay, yeah. Honest, no, good job on. I think it was who was it? Marco Sorensen that was in that car. I think they said, good job on him for getting that car out of harm's way. Yeah, he took it. He took that off the track. Yeah. Well, that's unfortunate. So I think the Corvette's probably done. Tough day for Heart of Racing. Still a battle going on in GTD Pro and GTD. Honestly, the BMWs in GTD have been better than I thought they would be. They've been pretty strong all race. And the Mercedes have kind of fallen off a bit. Tower Motorsports leads in LMP2. Man, that was a wild moment down the front stretch. Three wide with the Porsche, the Cadillac, and the Acura. Oh, that's another Aston Martin. Uh, the Magnus Racing. What happened to them? Right front? Something definitely broke. Man. Anybody gonna make it to the end of this? Anybody gonna make it to the end? Oh, we got a battle. We got a nice little battle brewing here. Acura, Porsche. Yeah, they're ripping pretty good. All the top three, all in the 49s, a full second faster than Aitken and Yaloli. Wait, did they run the fastest lap? Third ran the quickest lap of the three. Wait, which car almost got destroyed? The 31 almost got destroyed. Um, the number 6 with Nick Tandy was like a bulldozer almost out there earlier. But the 6 is the one that got ran into by the LMP3 car as well. Wouldn't that be a storyline? They pull out this win. 32 Korthoff Motorsports Mercedes drive-through penalty for incident responsibility. They got into it with the number 44. So that is third place on the podium. So that's going to bring the Kelly Moss number 92 onto the podium in GTD. Well, also, like, I mean, did those Porsches set up more for the cooler weather? I mean, let's also not forget, like, the more dominant cars, I guess, early in the race were the Cadillacs, and the 01, which was more dominant, they died. That engine or something went kaput. And the 31 was involved in an accident still, so. Whoa! Oh! They pushed him off! Oh! They took him out! Oh my! That's all! That's the 3 leaders! The 2 Porsches and the Wayne Taylor Racing are all done. BMW might be the... That was entirely on Jaminet. I gotta... Like, he forced... It looked like he forced Albuquerque off the track. It looked like he forced Albuquerque off the track. And once Albuquerque's off the track, there's nowhere for him to go. Albuquerque can't get slowed down and just it was right into him. They might not even get this cleaned up by the end. The Action Express Racing 31 Cadillac is the GTP leader. Wayne Taylor Racing looks like he's going to take a baseball bat over there. Albuquerque got a great run. He just pushed... Yeah. Oh my God. Wow. Can you believe that? Like... Wow. So, look, Albuquerque took a hard hit. You know what? Like, I don't think either driver can be fully blamed for that. I don't think either driver is fully to blame for that. You know, Albuquerque's pissed. Oh, are they both going in the same car together? They're gonna have a good chat back there, aren't they? Yeah, they're both going in together. That's okay. Yeah, the 31 is the leader. It's that's a tough one. That I don't know if they get this mess cleaned up in time. Um, how are they going to determine P3 in this race? Did any of the Porsches drive away? I think they're all stopped. Tom Blomqvist is still 21 laps down. Wow. This might have been what Faf needed to be able to fuel mileage their way to the end of this race. That was wow. I wow. That's that's wild. That's wild. Oh man, they that number 7 Porsche got pushed into it by a GT Porsche. Yikes. Wayne Taylor on the IMSA TV. That's rough. That wasn't the GTD car's fault. The GTDs are racing for they're going for the GTDs are they're battling for their own race victory. They're racing for their own victory. So Action Express Racing, unless if we somehow go green. Yeah, I I think that both of the leaders there were a little bit over optimistic. Felipe reading the situation shouldn't have gone up the inside, but it would have also been hard for him to see what was going on. He wouldn't. It would have been hard for him to know that the GTS in front of him were side by side, and Jaminet should have known that. He should have saw that Albuquerque was going for it. Like, I think both of those drivers probably share equal blame in this. I Eagle Racer, I don't think you could name one of these full course yellows that we've had in the last hour and a half and replaced one of them with a virtual safety car. Like we have three or four cars that are being pulled away on tow trucks here. There's there hasn't been like a silly debris full course yellow or a stalled car. Maybe the Lamborghini, but yeah, maybe that Lamborghini. That could have been one. I'll give it that one. I'll give it that one. That could have potentially been saved. There is something dangling off of one of those LMPs. Wow. I don't even. That's not the way you want to see it end. That is not the way that you want to see it end. On Twitter, does this impact customer deliveries for Porsche LMDH teams? That's two wrecked cars. Two wrecked cars. Wow. I can't believe that. How? I can't believe it. Hopefully, he'll only pass his Aiken. Unfortunately, yeah. That's tough. The camera mounts leaning. The camera's so shocked. Wow. Could we potentially have they've started the prototype class split. So, wow. So does this mean that Gemini and the 6 are going to be third in the GTP class and not finishing? Can someone tell me what happened? The leaders got together coming out of turn 1 and on the run into turn 2, I guess. They got together, they made contact. The Acura went off track into a braking zone and couldn't brake and ran into the Porsche. Ran into the leader, and then third place got caught up in it as well. Oh. I'm a, I'm surprised that number 7 couldn't continue, but I don't know what IMSA has to learn from the WC in this situation. I don't think this was racing. Cars are gonna get into each other, unfortunately, and it's unfortunately the way that it is. Wow. And it looks like Paul Miller Racing might, unless if we're gonna go back green, which it's not out of the question. Oh, lights are out on the safety car. We're going back green. We are going back green. Trey, it was definitely some over aggression on both of the leading GTPs, in my opinion. So we're gonna have a shootout with just under 5 minutes to go, unless if there's another accident. And Aitken got a blistering start. Blistering start. All three of the cars that were involved in that accident are out. But we still got battles in LMP2, GTD Pro, and GTD, and some good battles to finish this off at that. And this camera needs to stay in place. Oh, man, here comes the Lexus. Oh, is that a GTD Pro? Oh, yeah, I think it is. The two. That Turner BMW is trying to get past this Lexus. Who can I even ride on board with? BM. Oh. Yeah. The number one is the leader in regular GTD. But they have Robbie Foley right behind them, and then Julian Andlauer in the Porsche. That's the LMP2 battle for the lead. That's the 50. No, that's not for the lead. That's for third. What happened to the Ferrari? The Ferrari GTs? They didn't have a great race. Yeah, that Lexus is just playing tricky there. That's the second place GTD Pro car. And the FAF Porsche is out to a 3-second lead. So that one's pretty much, set. And as long as it has enough gas for another lap. Oh. And then now the stand decides to give out. That's fine. Who needs the camera, right? The GTD battle's probably the closest one. Actually, no, the LMP2 battle is the closest one again. But should we really be surprised at that? I don't think so. Like, yeah, no, the G, the GTD Pro battle is GTD Pro battle is over. And yeah, Faf has that win. Aitken has GTP. Unless if like, I mean, you shouldn't count chickens before you hatch. Now here he comes though. Checkered flag for Jack Aitken and the Wheelin' or the wow. Cadillac wins. BMW second. McLaughlin and Tower Motorsports take the win in LMP2. That's wild. That's wild. How did that Faf have enough gas to make it to the end? Like, how did they have enough gas? Paul Miller Racing takes the 12 hours of Sebring in GTD, and the Faf Porsche takes it in GTD. Yeah, there is a third place for GTP. It's going to be the number 6 Porsche, I think. Wow. What a finish to the race. Oh my. That That's wild. Wow. I don't know. I don't think anybody's. Wow. Yeah, that. So the Faf officially went almost 2 hours since they were last on pit road. Almost 2 hours. That's nuts. Well, we're going to have plenty of things to talk about before Long Beach, aren't we? There is plenty to talk about. It's going to be interesting to see what the teams say and what the drivers involved in that incident say. That's wild. That's wild. There was too much. There was too much yell. Oh my god. What's that? There's a fire at the track. That's a huge. You can. Anybody see that on the IMSA TV feed? What was that? Yeah, I guess I did predict the. I guess I did predict the GTP winner. What was that fire? Well, you're in commercial. I don't think they showed it on the NBC. It was just on the IMSA TV. There's like they showed a shot that looked like a huge campfire. Uh, that's more than a campfire. Uh, wow. Anywho, I think that is going to wrap it up. That was a wild race. There's How are we supposed to wait for Long Beach for that? But well, yeah. I mean, hopefully, I hope that that fire isn't actually like couch burn. They burning a couch. I hope everything's good there though. But yeah, thanks everyone for dropping in again. Hope that was a wild end to the race. I'll take digest it a little bit, and we'll have some video on it, a video out on it this week. So stay tuned for that. So but yeah, thanks for everybody for stopping in and hopefully enjoying the race. It was a pretty wild ending, and we'll talk to you guys for the next round, I guess, in at Long Beach.